weight distribution between your right and your left foot. Yeah, so just, and again, when we haven't got trainers on or even socks on, you really get to feel the ground in your feet and where we really are in position wise for our body. Okay, from there, I just want you to take the hands on top of the pelvis and then just walk forward and back. Forward and back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you're going to raise the right heel, just come onto that mid-tarsal and down. And still foggy out there. So many people not like driving in this weather, me included. There we go. This is why we have Zoom. Okay, placing your hands just on the lower part of your ribs and then just circle around in that lumbo-pelvic area. Always feel these hands, it feels so tight sometimes, and then around the other way. Shoulders nice and still. All right, come into the center really. I want you to think about hip bone to hip bone, being nice and strong into the center. Lift your shoulders up towards your ears and then lower them down. Lift up and lower. And by next Monday, the Monday after, in the corner we can see my flowers. It'll be a Christmas tree. So inhale and exhale with fish on. Inhale and exhale. So we're going to come forward into a forward flexion to the center and then push back. Yeah. So we go forward, the forward flexion, center, push back. One more time. Forward and push back. Lovely. Bring your arms up into front raise only, just in line with the shoulders. And give me a side bend. Okay, come up to a front raise again. And then a side bend. All right, do that again. So front raise and side bend. Lovely. Up we go. And side bend. Lovely. Now take your arms all the way to the top and then coming into a little lateral flexion to your right side and then over to your left side. And then up and over. Up and over. Lovely. Bringing your hands down towards your thighs. I want you to sweep away on your right foot and then onto your left. So this is a little bit about balance now, yeah? And again, so a little sweep away. And as we get older, or for every one of us, we all lose our proprioception. So we have to keep it mobile and we have to keep the brain connected with the body, the limbs, what they're doing, yeah? So some days it works, brain fog occurs, and other days it's just cool. Okay, to the side. Push away. Okay, 2 more. 1, and then 2. Then into the center, lift up and through, inhale, and then exhale. And again, lift up and through, inhale. Now ladies, drop your chin to your chest, bring down your hands onto your thighs, and then coming into a little extension. And then up into your flexion. And then again, into your extension, and then flexion. Now bring yourself somewhere in the middle, take your right arm through, thread the needle. So this is going to get some movement in the spine before we start working through the leg, the barefoot leg training workout. So the architecture of the class, ladies, is hips, ankles, and knees at the side. That's what we're going to be working on today, most of our lesson today. Hips, ankles, and knees. There we go. And through. We need to make sure our feet are really strong as well. So that's when you do a bit of band work with you. Go up into your flexion, into an extension. One more time. Now, chin to chest, ladies, roll it up. Roll it up. Shoulders back and down, open through those arms, and just scoot forward. A little bit more mobility in the upper body. Two more. One and two. Lovely. Get the right arm over the top. And then the left arm over the top. And again. Over we go. And through. Okay, hands down at the side. You just go for a full roll down. We're going to use our bands. So roll it down. Roll down. Come as far down as you can. Now, as you're down here, just bending the knees just slightly. So you're not rocked. You're not locking it out. Just slight bend in the knees. Okay, from there, inhale, exhale, and then roll it up. 3, 2, 1, and down. Okay, ladies, pick your band. All right, so we're going to start with the feet and then work up. All right, so the architecture of the class, I'm going to do feet first, ankles, knees. So, taking your band just around your big toes. As you can just see, I'm just on my toe here, on my big toe. Yeah, my big toe. All right, so these big toes, I've learned a lot about feet. These big toes are absolutely key for balance, for walking, for running. The second toe, which I had a hammer toe on my second toe and they fused the bone, which isn't very pleasant, but we could actually chop the second toe off, all right? It wouldn't affect, so it wouldn't help with balance, but it wouldn't affect our walking, which is something I didn't know about. So what I want you to do is just raise up. Now this was part, and still is, my rehabilitation every day, all right? Every day I'm on my toes, strengthening. All right, so what we're gonna do now, I'm just going to turn, this is right, we're going to go right the way through that mid-tarsal joint. I'm going to turn just to hold on to my door, all right? I want you to hold on to something. Again, it is about balance, but I don't want you to come so far, strain your foot so much that you topple over, okay? I really want you to think about pressing as the band has got resistance through those toes. I really want you to think about pressing the big toe, right and left, into the ground, all right? Now I'm gonna rock and roll, yeah? So I come up and down. Okay. So the kinetic chain, mainly made up of your feet, your ankles, your knees, your hips, your spine, your shoulders, and your neck. But if it's not working properly in the feet, it's going to affect the whole of the kinetic chain, which I have absolute experience. So if your feet are not strong and they're not working properly, and there's any sort of imbalances and weaknesses, it's going to affect you right through the body. Okay, you take it down onto the, I'm going to come away from my door, and I'm just going to tap. Yeah, I'm just going to come down. So I'm just beginning to bring in my ankle mobility and strength now. Pushing the toe, so my right toe is resisting against that band, yeah, and the other side. Yeah, and you'll find that one toe stronger than the other. So tap, 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 tap. Go back. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, so feeling the ankle work as you tap through, yeah. Not only the ankle, the shins, yeah. So the muscle at the front of your lower limb here, feel that, it's called the anterior tibialis. Basically, front, anterior. 2 more. 1 and 2. Lovely. All right, now from here, just a little rock and roll, only a little bit, yeah. Hopefully the feet are working a little bit better than last time. Then just take the band away a moment and then just lock it up. I'm just going to do a little bit of rotator cuff. As we've got the band, we're going to place the elbows into the side. We're going to open and close, right? So open it through and close it. So not elbows here, yeah. Open and close. So supraspinatus, subscapularis, 2 of the main rotator cuff muscles We are strengthening the band. Okay. Now this was given to me by my physio, and I asked him, I said, if there's anything that I can give my clients to do that will strengthen their shoulders and help them, even I've always said prehab is better than rehab. So to help us not have injury, to make our shoulders stronger. This is something that he gave me to give me, okay? So this is from Chris, my physio. So what will happen is we're going to keep a little resistance on the bands. Notice that my palms are facing inwards, and I'm going to step forward and lift up. Yeah? So you're going to step and lift. Now notice what I'm doing with my feet as well. I'm rolling through onto my big toe. Yeah? Roll through. So the toe is the last thing that touches the ground. Yeah? Push and through. So it's not only which way side of my neck go. So it's like a step and lift up. Wonderful. Up. Well done. This is another one I do every day. It's lovely to have you joining me in my rehab exercises. And up we go. One more time. Oh, it's hard as well, isn't it? This isn't easy. Okay. All right. So we're not only working everything with our feet, we go back to 8 of these. So into external abduction, and then bring the arms into adduction. Then it also raises the heart rate, doesn't it? 2 and 1. Lovely. Take the band away a moment. Come back to the side of your door or your wall. Okay, I'm going to work my inside, so this leg is going to be working the whole time. All right, then I'm going to change sides and then work the other side. Okay. So let's stand up nice and straight, ladies. I'm just going to do a little knee lift and lower. Yeah. So knee up and lower. Now notice as I'm lifting the knee, I'm not curling. Okay, then I'm going to come into a knee lift. I've got enough room actually. Into a knee lift and push it back into an extension, yeah? So into a knee lift and then back into an extension. And again, lift and push back. So what's happening? We're shortening the hip flexor here, mobilizing the knee and pushing back, engaging the glutes and stretching the hip flexor. Yeah, so it's 1. Okay, now bring it up and then take your hand onto the knee and then just like circle your knee. So what we call stir the pot. All right? Stir the pot. 3, 2, 1. Take the leg down, it's not touching the floor. And then a little abduction. We're going to do this 4 times. 2 more. 1. Are we getting warmer? Yes. And rotation. We're going to do this for 4. 2. And 3. And we'll get ready to change sides. And 4. Change sides over. Right, so posture, standing up nice and tall. Lift and lower. Yeah, so just a knee raise to begin with. So up we go. So it's not, and I know you're not doing it, ladies, it's not a kind of a jerk. So then I'm going to do a knee raise. I'm going to push back into an extension. Up into a knee raise. A lovely lengthen there through the hip flexor. And then lift and push back. Feeling into the glute. Push back. Wonderful. Bring it down to the center. Still foot not touching. And then lift and lower. I'm going into that abduction. So hip mobility. One more time. And then rotation. So always working with different planes of movement. 3 and 4. Bring it into the center, step forward right. Step. So curling the mid-tarsal under, curl the toes and through, other side, push. Yeah. For me, I haven't got that much flexibility. My toes on my right side, but I don't want that to stop you, okay? But just, yeah, you've got to keep that little curl through the toes, weight through that mid-tarsal joint. Okay, back, again. 1, okay, 2 more. I'm going to come forward forward. Okay, I'm going to go to my side. So I'm going to go into a side, and again over the other side. 2 more. 1 and 2. Now come forward again. So we're going to come into a forward lunge, the other side, and then a side lunge. Feel different when you've got nothing on your feet. Now right side, right, then over, and the other side. Okay, and over. Okay, take your sock. Okay, so our sock that we took off, you might have come with nothing on your feet. I'm going to use my left foot first. All right, so you're going to curl your toes around the sock, pick it up and lower. Right, curl your toes around the sock, pick it up and lower. Now, I can do it on this side. Oh, just about. Okay. It's a great little exercise. Great little exercise to do for the toes. But a bad foot. Probably can't even do it on this foot, ladies. There we go. Right? Just. Oh, I lost it. I don't have the flexibility in my toes. But I keep doing it. If I stop doing it, I won't get any better. So let it go. Curl and pick it up. You did it. Okay, take your sock to one side. All right, ladies, from here, just lift up through those arms. Breathe in and breathe out. Hands in your knees. And then just circle. And then the other way. Ladies, just come down and roll each vertebrae at a time. Shoulders back and down. I want you to make sure you've got enough room either side. So we're going to come into a nice wide lunge. Okay? A nice wide lunge. From there, I'm just going to walk over to my right side, keeping the left foot down, then up to the centre. Yeah. Over we go. And then to the centre. And if you've got, ladies, a spiky ball, little ball, spikes on it, I know I've sold them to classes, so if you do to the face-to-face classes, then this is also something that's absolutely perfect when if you're doing barefoot training. I didn't bring in spiky ball today, so you haven't all got one, but for me personally, I'm on my spiky ball every day. And I said, good health, really breaking down that fascia, and fascia is connected to the connective tissues all wrinkly and stretched and far, not healthy, then it's really going to have an effect on that connective chain. Feet, ankles, knees, hips, spine, shoulders, neck. In the centre, one more time. So 1 and 2. Ladies, come up to the centre, bring your feet in and take your mini ball. Okay? Take your mini ball into your left hand. So make sure you've got enough room this side of you, because I'm going to do 4 repetitions. I'm going to step out into a lunge. I step out into a lunge, come down with my ball, and bring it into the centre, and then to the top. So I'm lengthening, channeling the left side of my body. Now lifting the ribs away from the hips. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Make sure you got that nice tension. Down we go. In, 3, and 4. Swap hands the other side. Then push down. If you can get to the floor, great. And if you can't, don't worry. Just go as low as is good for you. Down we go. In, push. And again, down, in. Lift up, ladies, to the top. Lengthen through your body. Bring the ball down to your sternum. Let's rotate over to your right side. And then over to your left side. And again, round to the right. And round to the left. Lovely. Let's just halo that ball just around the head. Yeah. Around we go. Okay, then just to the other side. 1 and 2. Okay. Roll the ball down with you. Roll the ball down. Roll it down. Let it go. Let the ball go and roll up. Take the right foot on top of the ball. Okay, right foot on top of the ball. From here, bring your arms up into a little finger hip extension and just rotate back. Okay, bring your fingers together and squat down. Now the squat, the weight is going through the left glute. Lift up, then open. Close, down, and lift. One more time. Open, down we go. So the balance, yeah, you can feel as you're a little bit unstable on top of that ball. And down we go. Nice. We also put some stick into the ball. Okay, from here, down into a little squat. We're going to start on my left open first. And then down into a little squat. Now, as you're squatting, normally when I've got trainers on, I've got my orthotics and my foot is obviously like supported. And your knees are important, they're in line with your hips. But I know for me, when I come down, I've really got to think about that tracking. Yeah. So when you're barefoot, for all of us, it's really going to affect our tracking as we squat. So we want to look at yourself in the monitor. You're not here. Yeah. Into the center and lift. Lovely, ladies. Take your hands down. Take your ball just between your ankles and squeeze there. Inhale, exhale, roll it forward, ladies, roll forward. And then just come down, releasing any little bit of tension there. And then inhale, exhale, and then roll it up. Okay. All right, ladies, let's come down onto our mats. Take the ball away a moment. And then come down onto our mat. Okay, so all we'll need, we're going to come to roll it down with you, and then I'll, if you're down on the floor already, don't worry. We'll come down with you, and then we're going to do our ball. Okay, all right, so here we go, chin to chest, let's roll it down. Lovely. And then just walking your hands away with you. And just give yourself now a barefoot calf stretch. Okay, do that calf stretch. Right, now come up onto your tiptoes, up onto tiptoes, and then back into the feet. And again, up into tiptoes, and back into the feet. One more. Into tiptoes, and heel. And then ladies, both knees, flex the knee, and then come down onto all fours. Stretching your hands away from you and sit back onto those heels. And then rock it up, coming into a seated position and bring the ball behind you. Right, just bring the ball behind you. Right, so So from there, just going to take the arms away and just going to come back into a little half a roll back. Yeah, and again, back in a little half a roll back. So not overextending onto the ball, just a little scoop from here. So I'm just going back into a little half a roll back and then lift up. Not coming up too far. If I come up too far, the ball will slide away from me. So up we go. So with our breath, we're going to do an inhale. I hope we're feeling warmer. I am a little bit, still not great. Hands are cold, feet are cold, but that's just me. It's cold. and lift. Okay, so from that position, obviously we've done a lot of mobility, so hopefully we may be able to do this. I want you to take your hands, both hands onto your feet, on there, and then release it up to the top, okay, and then lower it down. Hands onto the feet, release it up, leg extension, and lower it down. 2 more, lift, and then lower. And then 1 more, you're going to lift up, and then you're going to lower down. Then from here, you're going to hold on to your right foot with your left arm, and then you're just going to sweep it back, yeah, and then touch into the foot. Sweep it back, and then touch it. And again, run back. Lovely, 1 more. Squeeze and push back. Lower that foot down onto the floor, come back into a seated position. So just give yourself a bit of a breather, and then come back into your ball. Come back, and then lift up. Back we go. And lift. Give me 2 more. 1 and 2. Now, bring your left leg in, bring your hands onto the feet, and then extend it up. So you've got this hamstring stretch as well. If you can't get to the foot, yeah, you haven't got the flexibility to get there, or you've got really long legs and your arms aren't long enough to reach it, then just place your hands here, yeah, just into this position, here, and then lift up. Okay, then just bringing it into this position, and then from there, taking your right hand onto your left foot and sweep back. So don't overextend into the ball. And again, 2 more. 1, and last time, and 2. Excellent. Lengthen the legs away from you, and bring your ball around to one side from here. I want you to roll the ball away from you. Just roll away, roll all the way, and then just keeping your head down for a moment. Get a nice stretch through the spine. And then roll that back in. Okay. Taking the ball, you're going to come onto your side. So face me, so your head one end and your feet the other. Okay. Now, I'm going to place the ball under my hip. All right, under my hip. Now, this is much more comfortable for those of you who really get this hip pain. So being here is really, really nice. Okay, so feet are down. And I'm going to start with the legs long. If you find it too challenging, then you can take your bottom leg underneath. So the more of you on the floor, the easier it is, okay? So harder, take yourself off, and then lift and lower. Now you can place your hand at the side of the head, right? Or if you want to place it on the floor, I really don't mind, but this is about hip abduction. And we did this standing at the door earlier. So we did hip abduction, and we also did hip rotation. So I want to replicate that down on the floor. All right, so then hip rotation, round we go. Listen, if you are going to place your arm down, it's just going to get in the way. So you can place it at the side of your head. Just exactly what we did when we were standing. 2, and then 1. Okay. Now, ladies, bring your legs down. Take the bottom leg and bring it under. Extend the top leg and place it onto the floor. Okay. My elbow is in line with my shoulder, so I'm not sinking. I'm not here into the ground. I'm up nice and tall. I'm going to lift away from my ball. I'm going to swoosh my arm over. Myself a lovely stretch. Then I'm going to come back down onto the floor. Inhale, exhale, swish it up and sweep it over. Okay. pull away from the ball, coming down, roll off the ball, and coming into the mermaid position. Take your right arm down and left arm over. The ball's just at the side of me, not doing anything. And then the other side. And again, over we go. One more time. Lovely. Ladies, bring your legs around. Take yourself around to the other side. Face the ball and place it under the hip. And then lengthen the legs. So many people in classes don't like doing side lying because they say it hurts the hip. Don't like it on the floor. But this is a lovely option. Now you'll find that one side as well is better than the other. And straight away, the reason I'm saying that is that this is not my great side. And I can feel myself wobble. I may need to, can I? Just about. Oh, I fall off my board, don't tell anybody. This is as you want to, place your hand down, wherever you're most comfortable. One more. And then we're going to do a hip rotation. So around we go. Around we go. And it's actually better to move your limbs and it helps with balance. Two more. One. And two. Okay. Now, place your both legs down. Bring your inside, your bottom leg in. Okay. And then from there, you're going to take this arm and you're going to press into the ground with the knee. You're going to come up, away from your ball into a little push. And then back down to the ball. And again, one more time. Push. Your straight way down the side of your body. Okay, so kind of like nudge your way down into the ground, coming through. Up to a seated position, ball's kind of just doing its own thing. And then bring your right arm over, and then your right arm down, and then your left arm over. Over the ball. Just one. And then ladies, from there, bring your ball around. Bring your ball around and then just take it, we're just going to take it into our hands, we're going to roll it back and we're going to place the ball, feet down into the ground and place the ball just underneath us there. Just underneath it. Again, as I said, more of us on the floor, easier. So you're placing the ball behind the pelvis, not here where you're extending, yeah, just under the pelvis, just there, there. You're going to come up into a right leg tabletop and then into a left leg tabletop. Extend away on the right side and then in and extend away. Now I want you to flex the foot, yeah? So toes in towards the shin. Okay, so flex the foot and in and again. Now, this is your choice, ladies, if you want to. We are nearly at the end of the class. You're going to come down, you're going to open, keep that foot flexed, come back in and close. Okay, and again, down. So we're working the legs and those core muscles. I want you to keep that going, ladies. Keep it going. Oh, keep it there. Do as many as you can.
Everybody, come on, yeah.
And then when you're ready, taking the ball, sorry, just take your knees into your chest. Knees.
Everybody, come on, yeah.
Cross your ankles.
Come on, yeah.
And just a little way off the ball, yeah, like a little reverse curl.
Everybody,
tiny, tiny movement. Okay, and then cross over the other side. 3, 1. Is it almost like even a millimetre off the ball? Just that little, just a nice stretch in the lower back as well. And cross your feet, lift up to the ceiling, and then just bring those legs over again, spine stretch. And then take them up to the center, and then lower them down. Ready? And then let me go. Stretch over. And then let me go. Yes. And then go. Just hold it there a moment. Hold it there. Remember, the higher you can, the easier it is. The lower you can, the harder it is. 3, 2, and 1. Knees into the chest, ladies. Little hug here. Feet down onto the ground. Take the ball away from you. Knees into chest again, just so we can roll it up. Roll it up. Bring it over onto all fours. Okay, tuck the toes underneath you and going into that little calf stretch. There. Your hands in towards your feet, and then slowly roll up. Coming back to your door or a wall, taking your one foot into your hand, and then so on the knees, feet together, nice stretch through the front of the thigh.
Everybody, come on, yeah.
Okay, take it down. Lower my camera a little bit. Okay, taking it down onto the ground, and then just standing, bringing that right leg forward. Just slightly raising my toes to the ceiling. Weight on the supporting leg, getting that hamstring. And then change, put down, kneel down, and sit back into that right leg. Okay, and then roll up, and back to your door or wall, kicking the foot into the hand, release that heel into the bottom, just not in this move, more here, so you're pushing through the front of the thigh. And just take those legs down, just take a lovely deep breath in. And out one more time. There we go, breathe in and breathe out. Go back to your shoulder stroke, so breathing in and out. And again, breathe in and out. And then into your flexion. Into a flexion, go to the center, and into retraction. Yeah. Through. Center, retraction. Take your right arm down, lift up tall with your left arm and reach over. And then change sides. Down we go. Reach up. Nice big stretch there. Okay. Hands